Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be turning this wonderful little jungle house into a catwalk. So I've been wanting for a while to set up kind of a catwalk for the guild. That way we can actually kind of show off our outfits and stuff. So I'm actually going to start on the inside first, considering the outside is where the actual catwalk is going to be, and I don't want to get too into that just yet. And as you can see, this is a really small, inside. So what we're actually going to do is, that's the only thing that's in here is the candle grouping, which is nice. Gives us a lot of things we can do. So we're going to take this wonderful dye station, considering this is how we do the outfit stuff. We're just going to put that right there. And we're going to have to find some better lighting. But for now, we're going to go through. And one thing I like to do, it's a little weird, but I straight up go down every single, words. I go down and do every single, click down just to see what there is and if something will fit. Because sometimes you have an idea in your head and it doesn't always mesh the way you want. And sometimes you can find something even better by just kind of going through, seeing what you got. I'm probably going to put some of those outside, but right now not so much, because we're looking for inside things. I kind of want to keep it in the theme of kind of keeping it set up for what you would basically see in like a changing room. I don't want to load up too much in here either, considering I want to make sure that there's a decent amount in here, but the big focus is really going to be outside. I'm going to need to find some shelvings, but we are going to put these in here. I'm going to try very hard not to hum with the music, considering that'll get old really quick if I continue to do that. So I do want to make sure I have this place well lit. And I might try and get rid of some of the candles that I have bound in here. But I kind of want to set things up to where it's fairly bright. I'm not sure candles are going to get me there. Kind of hoping there'd be more enchanted lights that I would be able to utilize. So this will put light in everything. I actually do want it. So I definitely think that's a good brightness, just to make sure you can actually see kind of what you're doing with your character. I could have gone through with these since they are bound, but there's a certain amount of bound things that I'm willing to put in and then not put in. Since this is an actual RP location, I really want to make sure that I just kind of give it that extra little oomph of not forcing things. A lot of the building components and stuff is going to go outside. Could have sworn I had more things to use. I'm gonna do the clockwork one, considering I actually like how that kind of comes off. Ah. Doing just enough to avoid seeing that little bump from the wall. See that little one right there. I don't like that. But it does let me know kind of where I need to put things. I actually want that a little bit closer. So, sometimes you have to make compromise. So that's where I'm going to set that. And of course, there's got to be a mirror. At least one. At least. And you never think you're actually going to use anything in the undercroft stuff for all of that. Sorry, turning down the music. Got a little loud. But you'd be surprised how much on the actual undercroft that you'll use for different things. Ba 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 ba. I say that, then I'm probably not going to find anything in here that I actually want to use for that. There we go. I absolutely love the elsewhere hanging fabrics. There's another one that's kind of all bunched. And I always kind of tilt it out a little bit. That way you can still get it hooked where you're wanting it without too much of it being pushed into the wall. Considering like that right there, we don't really want to. I'll deal with that nonsense. There we go. So it's still in there, it's still attached, and it looks really good. I like that. I need a table is what I need. And we'll find one somewhere, somehow. There we go. And like the soft leather stacked, you can actually get from just looting containers and stuff. It's actually really nice to be able to do that. Do I want the yarn? No, that thing is huge. Oh, wait, I know what I can do with that. Actually goes into something my sister friend does on how she stacks her yarn. I am putting a lot more detail inside than I was originally intending, but when you know you want something. That's a little wonky considering the stone is a little wonky, so it'll work out. I actually crafted this just for this reason. Like, I could put stuff over here, but I kind of like it all set up like this. I really like how that's looking. I still have yet to figure out what the hell to do with these things. Like, well, I guess I could do like a walk mirror where you can see multiple. Ew, I actually like that. I like that a lot. Not sure that's gonna work for the vampire one, but I really like how that looks. Considering those are definitely mirrors, so that would work really well for wanting to see two different kind of sides of things. Not sure what I'm gonna do with that spot. That spot's gonna drive me nuts. Absolutely nuts. Trying to see if anybody kind of looks like they would help for all of that, but probably not. So, I think that's really good for make sure this actually works. Sometimes you have to test a table before getting excited about it. A lot of times when I've done little things around a table, I've actually had to move the table to re-justify that. So the first thing I'm going to do out here is I'm going to pick up all the extra. Considering that's all furnishing spots that I can actively use. There's always so much fauna, always. Even when you don't want it, there's always some amount of fauna that goes into even the gold buy houses. You always end up with a decent amount of greens that you have to figure out what to do with. So the main area I want to kind of be the catwalk is going to be right in here. And I'm thinking that the stands are going to be off to the sides. I'm thinking. I think I'm looking for a moon gate. Give me just a second here. Oh, there we go. This thing is absolutely huge. But since there's little there's the little railing right there that I wanted to kind of cover while still kind of giving into the really just exceptionalness of having the moon gate. It's a really cool moon. I really like the gate. Like, I want it to kind of be centered. Sometimes that's easier said than done. So I think we got that good. Just to give it a little extra flair as people come out of the building area. I haven't fully figured out which platforms I want to use. So I actually have quite a few. This is actually one I was thinking for the walkway itself, which I do like that. How many of these did I have crafted? I have 4. But I also have this that I kind of want to put down to cover up some of the hilliness of the greens, but I'm not sure how that's going to work. A lot of housing is just kind of poking around, see what you like. The other things I was thinking was this, but no, that's too thin. And a lot of times I'll craft more than what I need, and it just really helps with, one, it helps with sales, considering I can turn around and sell anything I don't use. And it also helps with just everyday. God, that little spot. I hate that little hill thing. Like, if there was a way to actually flatten things, I would be all over it. Okay, but I think I'm going to go with these guys. Gonna give one more look over to things. Alright, I was thinking about this as a possibility. I mean, I like it. It's fairly inconspicuous compared to the gold of the platforms. Like this. It's actually a really hard choice. I still have to make sure I can get into the house, which means that there will be stairs off to one of the sides, if not both. It's always something to consider. Okay, not buildings, doorways, no. Planks, no. So it really comes down to, do I want the golden inlay, or do I actually want that really nice stonework? I think I like the stonework. It's a little bit more work to get the Fargrave hall to really work for this, but at the same time I really do like the Fargrave aesthetic. Oh, come on, I'm moving it. I should be able to stand on it. So normally you are able to stand on things when you're moving it. I'm not sure why it's not letting me this time. Let me up here. Oh, that's because I'm not actually touching it right now. that would be why. I like making the most out of... Ah, what am I doing? What happened? I am clicking all the wrong buttons. There we go. So I kind of want to just make sure we're kind of straight on this before locking it in. So I don't like how there's the gap here, so I'm gonna see if I can't move the moon gate forward without it looking too wonky to have it in place. So it does leave a lot off to the sides. Luckily I do have walls that I can use, so I'll definitely be using the walls. I feel like that's off kilter a little bit. I might make another one of the Fargrave halls, considering I really like how that looks. But I only made one of them. And I don't have a lot of stair options right now. That's one thing I like to do, is sometimes I'll mix and match styles to get just a little extra of a unique feel. I always test it out a few times. Okay, so I do like that being a step-up area. I don't know, I kind of want it... I'm going to need to make another one of these Fargrave items. I think it's an enchanting one, so we're actually going to go to... That is not what I wanted. There we go. So I have started an A to Z crafting house, which we are going to get to see, considering I would like to get the Fargrave bridge going. Loading, loading, loading. All the loading. And we're in. So, I'm not going to give a full tour of the little crafting house here. I'm seriously just here to do the furnishing of the Fargrave. Okay, that's the bench, that's the window, that's the wall. Okay, where is it? There it is. So I think I'll only need one, but I'm going to make two just to make sure, because you never really know. Okay, I'm going to make two of these and possibly four of the other ones, because they look really small. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to that house, which I'm not sure I remember the name of it. I'm horrible. I was not anticipating actually going back and forth. I record these raw. I don't do any editing, so If I seem a little scattered, that's why. It'd be nice if the loading screens actually did a better job of depicting the houses, considering this doesn't have the little center bit like it's advertising here. Okie dokie, see you. Before I get too married to the idea, I'm basically going to be planting 2 down, assuming I can actually do my stuff. And then I'm going to link them. That way it's easier to move them around. I love how tall these are, and I love that there's just so much that can be done with them. Like, you don't have to actually use the height of them, you can just enjoy it for what it is. And the reason I stack them on 2 is that way I get this really seamless merging of them. And since they're linked together, now that they're kind of going together really well, I can stop it right as they collide and perfectly have that look without having to worry about it not being what I want. So I actually get fully what I want out of it. Trying to make sure it's nice and straight. That actually works really, really well. Alright, there we go. I think we have the walkway. On the catwalk. On the catwalk. Okay, so now we need to go into the steps. Oh, these are actually a little bit bigger than I was expecting. Ha ha ha. I'm actually going to put these right here. I did just put 2 down, and I'm hoping that that will make it easier for lining them up. It should, it should, it should. I think it's safe to say it has. So we have a nice little stairway up. That way we can get in. I do want a floor that isn't the plant life. At the same time, I'm not sure I'm going to get that. At least not in the way I'm hoping. Wrong way. Probably needed another one of these, but we will see when we get there. Yeah, definitely going to need another platform. But these things are actually fairly long, so it should only be one. So that's pretty seamless. This part I'm not really looking forward to, because always by the door is always a pain in the ass. Like thoroughly, every single time there's a door involved, it's a pain in the ass. Basically what I can do is I like to angle stuff to where it lines up, so these little tile lines, I would really like them to go together for some unbeknownst reason. I blame the OCD, I do. And it's not too hard to get it to kind of go into place. It's just more frustrating than anything else. And then we're going to need stairs again. Building components. Is going to be the weirdest use of this, but I want to try and get that look everywhere, even if it means I have to make a little bit of an odd choice. Big thing is I didn't get anything for over there on these parts, so let's see how the layout and stuff looks for off in the corner. Which it actually looks pretty good. And for right here, I'm gonna have to be a little creative, I think. I have a big problem with gaps when it comes down to certain builds. Like, that will drive me nuts. always go with the Deadlands for it, since I do have more of those. It's a bit of a different aesthetic, but I think it would look okay. I do really enjoy the Deadlands styles. They're really, really interesting. As I fall off. I think for over here I actually do like the layout more, but I want to kind of match, so. Oh, we're going to match. There we go. Basically, the point is going to be to walk up and down this after entering from there. So I'm pretty thrilled with how that's coming out. Ba -ba -ba. No, I'm not going to do that. So sometimes there's really nice things that you can do with the roses and stuff. I've used these on quite a few different builds for different effects, and it's just really good for kind of, ooh. Ah! Hitting all the wrong buttons. Okay, there we go. So, I had basically set them and they got stuck in the wall, which means I couldn't use them for that. Well, I can use them for that, it's just going to be a different way of doing it, I suppose, is what I'm trying to communicate. I know how to use my words. Like, I do want some of the metal showing through for the wall. Kind of looks a bit like, you know, they did build stuff around the door, or the fence, but still have a little bit of it showing through. I like that. Like, after you've gotten it selected, it's a lot easier to move around in the boundaries of the house, so you don't have to stay focused on the house boundaries. You can just enjoy working on them. There we go. So I really like how that looks, kind of closes off what's going on outside of it. I really love how ESO you can actually embed things, so you don't have to worry about the pot if you don't want to worry about the pot. That's not a bench. I don't know why these are called benches. Like, I seriously use them more as tables, and there's not really a sit option on them. Like, it's in the benched location. I would put it more in, like, the tables or counters. But that's just me. Well, that's gonna go right there. I do love how this looks. I hardly use it, but I do enjoy how it looks. I might have to go make some chairs and stuff. Most likely, most likely, most likely. For the catwalk itself, I do want there to be light underneath to kind of, even on a dark thing, it would show. That being said, I don't think the delightful nighttime thing is going to work for us at this moment. That's more of what I wanted. I can't wait until they come out with the little thing that actually lets you control if it's daylight or not in the houses. Like, once that comes out, all bets are off. I'm going to be so happy. So happy. I am going to move... I kind of want to move this forward to cover up the wood, but I still need to see kind of how that works. So if I do that, you still see those. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Okay, I like it closed off more. It's not nearly as pretty up in the front, but I like it closed on the sides. think I can actually do these. That might work really well. Oh, wrong button. I think I'm gonna angle them with the little nook there words. I swear I know how to use them. Sometimes it's just a little hard. Let's see if I can't get that to move faster. There we go! Ooh, and now we get to discover that I didn't properly line things up. But that's fine. I don't want to do too much finagling with it. I say that, but then at the same time I very much want to make sure it's straight. Oh, Sadie. No, 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 no. Yep. Okay, for right now we're just going to get them into place. Is that really straight? Like, I don't know. There's a weird part of me that doesn't feel like that's very straight. But it is. There we go. That kind of helps. Kind of, sort of, maybe. And yes, I make a lot of weird noises when I'm trying to get stiff to work. So I'll actually come back in and do it a little less drastically in just a moment. Hopefully I got enough of these laid down for what I'm going for. Fingers crossed. We're not going to do the one that's right where the fox is, considering that seems counterproductive to the fox even being there. Ah, poo. Well, for all intensive purposes, that is about the amount that I needed. So I basically want these, the chin on it, like I'm just gonna call it a chin, just barely touching. That'll give me kind of an idea of how to space the others. Alright, so we got those ones set up. I don't know, I get the feeling I should do more warm lighting instead of the blue fire. I really enjoy the blue fire, but at the same time I want to make sure that it's not what's taking over, I guess. Two of these left. Not on the same spots. So. Kind of want the bowl not to be mushed into the wall too much, if at all. Okay, so we got those now. I really don't like that. There's so much open space right there. Driving me nuts. Ooh, I know what I can do. I know. Walls. Walls are amazing. need to zoom out. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to use the edge to kind of make sure I'm getting it straight with everything. Okay, so if I'm gonna go this route, which I think I am, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons again. Excuse me while I just shoot a wall into the freaking side of everything. Sorry, that was a little too perfect on how quickly that went over. I'm still a little salty about the delightful rock choices that there are. Right. I have opinions about that wall. I really, really do. Now we're kind of seeing that I don't have the moon temple thing straight, which is gonna drive me nuts. Okay, so now we have that blocked off just a little bit better. That way it doesn't look so open on that side. There's part of me that wants to put these everywhere, but I can't. I'm going to put these just on the other side of the wall. the stage really kind of pops. And yes, I just put coins on there, because why not? Like I said, I like to go back through and kind of see what else can be added or taken away. Honestly, I'm not seeing much more reason to put anything else in, considering I don't want to take away from the actual focus, which is going to be players. You know, I actually haven't gotten a good look at how big these are. I'm checking that really quick. Oh, they're teeny tiny. They came out in the luxury vendor a few weeks ago. Or it was this last week. So I think off of what I have, I think I might be done. It wasn't a goal to have way more than anything else. Ooh, that's still really lopsided. There we go. So I didn't want to do too much other than just having kind of an open area for costume contests to be held at. So I can toggle my walk here, and we get kind of an idea on how it will look. It'll look different from players actually looking at another character. Oven back inside. I really like how the inside came out. I don't think I could have asked for that to come out any better. I really like these as like little corner bedroom windows, or not windows, mirrors. So if you have a bunch of these that you're not entirely sure what to do with, they make really good corner mirrors. You could even probably put some of the, ooh. I actually have an idea. Possibly, don't quote me on it. Where is it? So I do have a bunch of these that can go up on it, but you can kind of make a privacy flap, sort of. These are a bad choice of an example. I know I have something that should work for that and kind of give it a nice flow feeling with it. And I will be making a bench to go through the, what do you call it? So, Yeah, no, that's too big. But you can put things on top of it to kind of make a little closed-in area. You can also put, like, the clothing spots. You can put stuff up there as well. I really like the little sewing table. But yeah, I think that is where I'm going to call it for this. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button, and leave a comment below and tell me what you think about what's going on. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful time. Ah, wrong button, wrong button. Getting all the weird stuff. You guys take care, have fun, and be safe.